Wake up, Toby Johnson. I'm Emily, and it's First Things First period on Friday, March 4th.
That means it's time for First Things First on TJTV. I'm Tyler.
Attention all TJMS wrestlers. Please turn in your wrestling singlet to Mrs. Jones in the PE department no later than this Friday.
You must personally turn it in to her so that she can check you off.
If wrestling singlets are not turned in by this Friday, you'll be placed on a no activities list.
Also, congratulations and good luck to Xavier Camarena for qualifying for the TOC tournament. He will be representing Toby Johnson with the best of the best in the NorCal area.
Now let's go to Caleb for what happened on this day in history.
This day in history.
First, on this day in 1933, at the height of the Great Depression, Franklin Roosevelt is inaugurated as the 32nd President of the United States. In his famous inaugural address, delivered outside the East Wing of the U.S. Capitol, Roosevelt outlined his New Deal, an expansion of the federal government as an instrument of employment opportunity and welfare, and told Americans that the only thing we have to fear is fear itself. Next, on this day in 1861, Abraham Lincoln becomes the 16th President of the United States. In his inauguration speech, Lincoln extended an olive branch to the South, but also made it clear that he intended to enforce federal laws in the states that seceded. Also on this day in 1789, the first session of the U.S. Congress is held in New York City as the U.S. Constitution takes effect. However, of the 22 senators and 59 representatives called to represent the 11 states who had ratified the document, only 9 senators and 13 representatives showed up to begin negotiations. Finally, on this day in 1944, the U.S. 8th Air Force launches the first American bombing raid against the German capital. The British Royal Air Force had been conducting night raids against Berlin and other German cities since November 1943, suffering losses at increasingly heavy rates. That's it for me. I'm Kayla reporting for TJTV. Now back to you.
Thanks, Kayla.
Track and field is coming soon.
Make sure to get both your physical and concussion form filled out. Both forms can be found on the School Loop Athletics page.
The first day of practice will be on Monday, March 28th.
You will have an informational meeting the week of March 14th. Please see Mrs. Jones if you have any questions.
Disneyland bus number 3. There is a lunch meeting on Monday, March 7th.
Bus number 4 and bus number 5 will also have their meetings at lunch on Monday, March 7th.
Now let's go to Kate for a story about robot cockroaches.
There is a new palm-sized prototype of a compressed robot made to look like a cockroach. It will be used to save and help victims when in time of disasters such as earthquakes. The program is called CRAM. This is an acronym for a compressible robot with articulated mechanism. The reason why they will be better than previous prototypes made to look like worms, slugs, or octopi is that cockroaches can run at lightning speed and can withstand 900 times their weight. These prototypes will mimic everything cockroaches can do. They might not be finished, but the scientists that created them hope to have swarms of them to help out in disasters soon. That's it for me. I'm Kate reporting for TJTV. Now back to you.
Thanks, Kate.
That's it for today's show.
We've hoped you've enjoyed this episode of
First Things First on TJTV. I'm Emily. Have a great weekend.
And I'm Tyler. Remember to set your recycling bins outside after the show.